And with that, let's go on to our next story. Keep sending in those super chats. Thank you for the love. I'm seeing it starting to pour in. So the Punisher actor Ben Barnes throws his cowl in the ring to play the DCU's Batman. This is Mark Cassidy from Comic Book Movie. Though the status of the Brave and the Bold movie remains a little cloudy, James Gunn insists that it's still moving forward, but we probably won't see it anytime soon. DC Studios is still planning to introduce a new take on Batman at some point. Gunn has previously admitted that he's having a bit of trouble cracking the project from a tonal standpoint, specifically as it relates to debuting a new version of the Dark Knight in the same universe that was established in Superman, But the filmmaker certainly isn't short on options when it comes to casting the comic DC Comics vigilante. Yeah, I mean, the actor who wants to listen, first of all, I can't tell you the amount of big actors that have told me they want to be Batman. I think you'd have a harder time finding actors who don't want to be Batman. He's the one character everyone wants to play. That's the truth, Gunn said when asked if he had any Batman casting updates during a recent interview with IGN. Reacher star Alan Ritchson recently revealed that he had spoken to someone at DC about potentially suiting up as a Cape Crusader. It doesn't sound like anything came of it. An up-and-comer Brandon Sklenar remains a fan favorite pick for the role. Now, an actor with previous comic book adaptation experience, I'll bet playing a very different type of character, has thrown his hat in the ring to play Batman. Ben Barnes, who played Billy Russo, a.k.a. Jigsaw, in both seasons of Netflix's The Punisher series alongside John Bernthal, told Collider that he would jump at the chance to play Bruce Wayne during a panel at FanX Salt Lake Comic Convention. I was actually watching some. My parents just visited me, and they bought some like little kid videos, and we were watching some old family videos, and in every single one I was dressed like Batman or Robin Hood. I think there may have been a Spider-Man one, but it was mainly Batman. So obviously I was from age 4 and up. I obviously requested that. Hey, I accept. Just call me. I've got Bruce Wayne ready to go, he added. Join the queue, Ben. Barnes does have the right look and height to play Batman, but at 44, he may be a little old for the part. And again, Gunn & Co. might well decide to cast a more grizzled, world-weary take of Bats. What do you think? Could you see Barnes as Batman? Chris, that's a great question.
He's 44?
He's 44. He looks really
has
good.
Has anyone told his face?
Let's hold on. So we're going to bring this photo back. That's a really good-looking 44-year-old.
This man is an incredible actor, and I don't want to diminish that by also talking about how gosh dang handsome he is.
But Bruce is supposed to be the most eligible bachelor in the world. That's supposed to be the thing.
Okay, Ben Barnes, like Prince Caspian is how I first saw him, but he was also in Shadow and Bone, which unjustly got canceled by Netflix, and he's the Darkling in it. He's the bad guy. And if there was ever an argument for, I could fix him, it's that man. It's you watch that show and you're like, no, I get it. And it's fine that he wants to plunge the world to darkness, and I could fix him, and it's okay.
That's genuinely hilarious. That is.
I watched it with my husband. Hilarious. He was just like, you know what, fair, and I get it.
Look, man, we all
great one.
All right, I have to tell you guys straight honest truth here. True Classic, it's one of my favorite brands maybe ever. Birthday is coming up. It's actually going to be this week when you're seeing this. And truth told, friends and family, just get me True Classic. I love it. I love the shirts. I love the pants. I love everything about it. And they just started with a simple mission. It was to bring premium, comfortable clothing to the masses because looking great should come with a designer price. So clearly people agree. People are voting with their dollars. True Classic has sold over 25 million shirts to more than 5 million customers and racking up over 200,000 five-star reviews. Mine is one of them. This brand isn't just about fabric or fit. It's about helping guys show up every day with confidence and purpose. I can tell you right now that whether I'm wearing this black t-shirt to the gym, if I'm wearing one of their shirts to a screening, I'm going to an event on Monday I have to go, I'm wearing True Classic. I really do feel the difference and people have noticed it right away when I walk in a room. They say some stuff. It's just, it's amazing. It's tailored for when you want it. It's relaxed when you need it. No bunching, no stiff fabric, no BS. clean, effortless fit that actually works for real life. So forget about the overpriced designer brands. Skip the cheap throwaway stuff. True Classic is built for comfort, built to last, and built to give back. You can find them on Amazon, Target, Costco, Sam's Club, or head to trueclassic.com/Christian to try them out for yourself. Help me out by getting them, and you're guaranteed to help yourself out. True Classic, the absolute best.
Oh, sorry. Go for it.
I genuinely no. I think he genuinely would be good. I was gonna say we all have that one where you're like, no, this is terrible for me, but yeah. Like I think my one where I like looked at her and I was like, I need to be nowhere near this person. I'm sure she's great as a person, but at times the things that she says in like interviews or does, I'm like, no, that she shouldn't be on my list, but she's on my list. Doja Cat gets into too much trouble, man. Like not like actual trouble, but then she'd be like saying stuff and I'm like,
She stirs the pot.
yeah. And then I'm like, oh, but maybe I should anyway if the opportunity like presents itself. Like I not someone saying I could fix Katy Perry, sir.
King's Portal Cow. No, you can't.
Oh my goodness. But no, I think let me bring him back up. Yeah, I mean, I don't
He's
think
locked in for Bruce Wayne. Like that's a Bruce Wayne right there.
I would see him more as a Thomas Elliot, to be honest with you.
Oh, I can see that.
I see him more as a Hush, and there's for whatever reason you give me the pompous attitude plenty just in that photo, and I'm not like I do remember him from Punisher, but I don't really know his work outside of that. I'm sorry, I'm trying to focus, but I just saw Kingsport Cal saying, I just need 5 minutes.
Listen, man. Good on you.
Good on you, bro. Good on you, bro.
Couldn't be me.
But I just think, I don't know. I just think that for whatever reason, he's just not giving me the Bruce and Batman vibes. But the Thomas Elliot, I can see him just being so angry and so rich and privileged and wanting to rip Bruce to shreds. And because that was the thing with, if I remember with Thomas Elliot's story, they both grew up rich together, but then Thomas's parents died. Thomas became a surgeon to be like Thomas Wayne. To like, you know, because at one point I guess he like kind of saved his life, but didn't he also like lose his fortune or whatever? So he's kind of taking revenge out on Bruce.
Yeah, he feels that he should have the life that Bruce has.
Right.
He feels incredibly entitled to everything that Bruce has, because why shouldn't he? And that's a lot of the characters that Ben Barnes has played, is a very privileged individual. You know, the character on Punisher has a lot of hushed tones to it. The character on Shadow and Bone is an incredibly privileged character who is an ageless being who is like, I'm right. I'm right and justified, so everyone should be listening to me.
Yeah.
And so I can see tones of that, though, coming into Batman, because Batman has this too. That's why he has his contingency plans of, I know what's best for the world sometimes. And it's not the right thing to do. It's not what Superman's going to want to do, but I know it's good for the greater good. And that's what we're going to do here. So I think having somebody who can play that morally gray area works for Batman.
Yeah.
As he is right now, I do think Bruce works for him because of all the eligible bachelor stuff around him. For Batman, I haven't seen him do too much combat. There's some fighting in Shadow and Bone, and obviously there's some fighting in Punisher. But obviously, just like any of these characters we've talked about, and what they all do every time somebody gets cast in DC or Marvel. You know, we saw J.K. Simmons get swole. That's all we need to have happen here for any of these people. Is Bruce Wayne is also the pinnacle of the human body. Like he has pushed himself to the limit.
I think I figured it out, bro. He could be the new Constantine. He kind of gives me a little bit more towards the Matt Ryan of things.
Oh, he would be great.
I don't know if it's just because he's wearing a trench coat. It's obviously the wrong color, but for some reason, I just kept looking at him. I was like, no. He feels like you said, there's this idea that I know better than the rest of you. And that's the funny thing about Constantine, is that even though he is a complete and utter mess, he does know better and know more than pretty much everybody in the universe. he's just a raging alcoholic with sex addict with like so many issues rolling in his head,
running away from death and lung cancer, making
Pretty
deals with
much.
the literal devil. You know?
Han Solo, if he made a deal with the devil and,
Yeah.
and had magic instead of a blaster, that's pretty much the idea here. So for whatever reason, that just immediately clicked into my brain, and
That
I
would
feel like he
work.
would crush that.
Because there does have to be that charm to Constantine too.
Mhm.
That's the other factor, is because he's so smug, because he's so arrogant, there still has to be that Liverpoolian wink and a nod where you'd like, I'd still go home with him.
I'd still fix him. Jesus Christ, Kris. Jesus Christ.
I have a problem.
Well, let us know what you think. Do you think Ben Barnes would be a good Batman? Or do you think that maybe there's another character in the DCU that he would potentially fit? Keep sending in those super chats. Keep diving in the comments and letting us know, as we got one more story to cover before we jump over to those super chats. And again, we're trying to get to 161 today. We're sitting at about 18, so we got a decent amount of way to go. But remember, if you're worried about upsetting Christian for his birthday, this is all going to Christian. So you're actually helping Christian out. So there you go. You're just giving him extended birthday presents. All righty.